G'day guys, I think I might start talking about cars as I see them in the street. This is a Tribeca. I'm not sure if it's the last of them. They're made in the USA. Subaru shut the whole factory down apparently. It's got the EZ30 in it. Okay, you can see it's for the American market. I'm just, I just had to look at it again to make sure it's a Subaru. So I don't know which one this is. I thought they looked different. His headlight's full of water like my old STI had. It's a fantastic car. There's nothing wrong with it. But Aussies don't like that round dash. And it's got a very, very low... I'm trying to not get the number plate in it. It's not in it. It's got a very, very narrow loading in the back. You can't fit a double pram in it. But I mean, it's a Subaru. Don't be put off by a Tribeca. In a violent evasive manoeuvre, this thing, it's Subaru through and through, symmetrical all-wheel drive, etc, etc. I'm just going around the block as I brace for my new life. I've been extremely destabilised at the thought of not working, believe it or not. It's all roses, hey, in the videos. I'm going to this and I'm going to that. Nah, I'll be walking around in circles in my kitchen not knowing what to do. So I need to start a new life now. And I'll just put it out there, if anyone's, I'm not going to say having relationship trouble, but if anyone's been married for 10, 12, 15 years and you guys aren't bashing each other, a slap here and there's all right, I believe. Not that I ever did it. I wish I did. But, unless you're violent and you're abusing each other, the marriage can be reconciled. Now, I don't have any regrets anymore. But if anyone's in deep shit, there's 30 men a week lose their lives to divorce with children in Australia. It might be a little less, but even one family and its extensions and the sister-in-laws. And see, when divorce goes high conflict, every single fabric is cut for you and your children. So there's about 27 to 30 men a week committing suicide in Australia. I know there's awareness groups, but I'll tell you one thing. When you do the right thing, okay, you get a special power. It's a special power, like when I saw Richard Idris. I'm not a psychic, but I knew I was going to see him. I just thought about him and he appeared. And that's why I'm not worried about the workshop. I'm gonna draw a picture and think about it and imagine myself there using like the law of attraction. But now, without digressing for a change, if anyone needs help, if anyone has marriage problems, in fact, if any of you want me to send you some stuff via email of how to save your marriage, even if it's not over, I'm happy to do that, especially when there's children involved. Now, you should all be looking at how to save your marriages before you even get married. Apparently, it will become a thing in school one day, so it should. But it seems the governments want us all split up. Baby, come across the road, please, quick. And, when you're getting divorced, simply the wrong tone with a dog can actually make some women think that you're abusive. So if you've had history rewritten on you, if you are having people tell you it's red when it's black, if you can't understand and you're falling apart, right, give me a line. I'll sit down with you. I'll talk to you on the phone. I'll give you stuff via email to help understand when people work from another place and you don't understand what's going on. But I don't know how the Tribeca has turned into this, but this is for you guys. I don't know, is this becoming a vlog? What's becoming of this, eh? I mean, no one really watches much, but I guess there's a bit of traction going on here. And I don't know what you guys want, but I know you want the truth. And this is a part of my life. So we lived down there. We had a 7-bedroom house down over those buildings. And then she wanted a divorce. So we're now, I'm 200 metres from my kids. This is Little Bay in Australia. New Zealand is that way, as I always say. But, I'm close to my kids. It could, God forbid, be a lot worse. But it's been a lot of work. And I've lost everyone. Imagine getting up one day on Facebook, not that I ever look, but I suddenly realised I had 240-something friends, and it was like 182. And, then when you do the right thing, and it's hard to do the right thing, you do the right thing to do the right thing, you get shit for it, right? and you tested and tested and tested and tested, and there's only some of us in this position in life. Okay, I'm the sort of person, if I put one little red-skinned little lolly in my pocket, I'll have 5 police cars out the front. Okay, meanwhile, I could have a mate that would be stealing for 15 years systematically and get away with it. So at the end of the day, if in life, you know, you do the right thing, you've been brought up, doesn't matter how you've been brought up. I've been abused all my life by certain people. Abused all my life. I'm a codependent, right? And if you're a codependent to abuse from a female or even from a male, but this is for the boys, right? The females have enough help out there. Okay, the females have everyone ringing their alarm bells, and the police even are beginning to realise what goes on when people use the police to create drama in life. But if anyone needs help, please, my name's Rami, you give me a call, and email, and I can email you stuff, amazing stuff. Okay, the government will help you with, oh, see a mediator and do this and that, but the government won't help you when you've got sister-in-laws putting AVOs on you, when you've got, you know, people who loved you not talking to you, when you don't know what's going on. Don't lose your life to it, or even your mind. Life is nothing, it's the mind. Once you give up on your mind, you'll lose your bloody life anyway. You'll probably cross the road and get hit by a car. So beware, your children love you. Everyone needs you, even though no one right now might even want to look at you. Okay, that's what you think. And this includes people that even if their own parents can't stand them. Okay, and I've dropped a few little crumbs in a video earlier of how I've been raised. Very, very tough. My dad was in 3 wars. Very, very hard. And he's up here now bringing me food to my children. Okay, probably with apprehension, as at any moment I could turn around and go, why did you sell the workshop, Dad? Okay, so I was promised that workshop every day. I can't believe I'm going to upload this, but I am. I was promised that shop every day, and it happens all around the world in bakeries and grocery stores and all those shops you go into that the families are working in. Okay, half of them, when you walk out, okay, all the gloves come off and they're all killing each other the whole time. And I'll tell you that as a fact. And I know it because I pick it, and it's in businesses everywhere, right around me. Okay, so if you've been put down all your life, and if your wife has turned, okay, you've had a miscarriage, you've lost a few parents, and suddenly something is going very, very wrong in your life, in your relationship, and we all, you know, it's a matter of, I say to people, how long have you been on the couch? Oh, let me guess, 8 months? They'll go, no, a year, 2 years, 6 years. Okay, and if you're being told things that you're not, you're angry, you're ugly, you're disgusting, and you're not, give me a ring, okay? Give me a shout out on the YouTube. I don't even know how to do it. Contact me. But yeah, you know, this is going to be an amazing journey. So the reason for this video was the Tribeca. I don't think they've got, you know, buying one with no Ks that no one wanted, I think will be fine. You know, I'm sure they've got their wear and tear characteristics, but the heart of it is the EZ30 with 180 kilowatts, made in Japan. I very much doubt the engine is even assembled in the USA, but correct me if I'm wrong. And as I walk down the street, I'm like, hang on, there's no cars, there's no noise, there's no, you know, there's nothing. And what it's about is this has been an extremely bad run. And I keep saying to people, no, it's not a bad run. Everyone's got it in their life. You know, lose a parent, lose another parent, have a miscarriage, you know, get a divorce, lose everyone around you, lose your mind nearly, lose your workshop, right? So at the end of the day, good things come to those who wait, but when you do the right thing, you develop a special power. And what that is, if someone lies to you, that especially if you're close to you, and says, no, the reason this is happening is because you're like that, there will be something fall out of the sky, literally with a note strapped around it, going, no, it's not. So don't worry, you'll be protected, and the evidence will be there, and the world will show you your way. You know, but be positive, be grateful, and thank you, Richard. Actually, it's you. You know, when you said to me, I'll have your car, I swear to God, I met this guy for 5 minutes, he deserves it. What a bloke. You know, sometimes in life, you know good from bad when you're older, hopefully. So that's what this is about. It's about the Tribeca. It's about me walking around the block and getting ready to go to the beach and walk and be fitter. And you know, I just bought some shorts from industry, and I don't try clothes on. I just bought a 32, which tags are still on. So there's the tag, because I thought, oh, I'll give them to a good mate of mine. But no, I've got to just lose a couple of kgs, you know, and make time for myself. And it's so hard when you're doing the best for those dads that are up there feeding those babies from day dot at night. Okay, for those dads that their wives are having mastitis and can't breastfeed, and people are crying, and there's postnatal depression, and it's only just beginning. So there's good times ahead, but please look after yourselves, boys. It's for the STI boys. Because if you're buying an STI, you're buying a thoroughbred. And you're a thoroughbred. I believe the guys I've met with the STIs, they're all confident. They all know who they are. We all know who we are. Look at the car we buy. Okay, they do reflect you. I don't think there's any people driving STIs in Sydney that are basically ego driven. No, we are ego driven, but basically sort of, you know, low life, thieving, jealous. You know what I mean? I don't think people like that buy the car. You look at the car, okay, you want to be a low life, thieving, whatever. I've not seen one real estate agent driving a Subaru WRX STI. So this is especially for you guys, because you've got a lot to give, I believe, and you're a certain crew. I think that I've picked up on that. I can't wait to have a meet and prove that right. I know I'm going to be right. So here we go. He's found his mate. Off they go. Anyway, hope you enjoy that. Let me know if this is really bad or what, but I really hope you guys are all right. And you know, I'm just can smell the new life. I've got a new life starting, even though I was tired, and even this morning I was just tired of it all. And I was thinking, what have I done to deserve this and that? Because you know why? I only know one place, and it's the workshop. That's where I'm calm. So when I get out around, you know, I get a bit up and down. But at work, nothing can faze me. My dad would be hysterical, like the grumbly old mechanics are. Not me. Bring it on. That Saab, that Caddy, all those videos I made, those cars tried to destroy me, guys. I was leaving, and that, you know, the Caddy now blew an engine. The Caddy, there's more videos to come. Oil pressure light, engine light, main bearing failure, belt tensioner, you name it. But at the end of the day, when you have work as your core and home, and you're a loving dad, and you go home and you love your wife and you want to see her every day, and she might not want to see you, when you lose your job, you are then struck. It's like cutting your spinal cord, and you might not see it coming. You might break a leg and lose your job. You might get in a car accident, God forbid. You might have stocks that will lose money, and you won't be able to pay off your house. But when your personal life and your home life and then your work life suffer strikes and attacks, you can very quickly go down the gurgler. So enjoy your lives, be grateful, and give me a call. I want one of you to call me. It can't be. It's like every second person's in a high conflict divorce, and it's normalised. It's not normal, guys. It's not normal to be sleeping in your car. It's not normal to be labelled. It's not normal for the people who love you to start hating on you for no reason. And those people, and I'm not talking about my ex-wife here, please. I will always love her. But there are ancillaries around that, you know, guys, man, in the Jewish religion, the biggest thing in the world is to create conflict between husband and wife. If you've got a friend that sits there and says to your wife, get rid of her, and if your wife wants to go with her, get rid of them both. Okay, I'm not allowed to say that. Okay, I'm not a religious person. But if someone, is their behaviour doesn't add up and you don't know what they're doing, you're not the problem, they are. So scrap what I just said. What I'm saying is here, sometimes sisters and mothers and people don't want to let their children go, and that could be your wife or even you. Okay, this could be the other way around. In all those Greek families and Italians, they love their boys, they don't want to let them go. You marry a Greek, marries an Italian, they call him a dirty spaghetti, you know? I know all about it. But at the end of the day, that's for you guys. Rambling on now, but it's very, 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 it's a very emotional time for me. And this is now becoming a vlog of my life. And what can I say? That car and every car I've had have been a core part of my life. So it's been no different. I've always, you know, I think of the CO2 emissions from my cars and I just hang my head in shame. I don't know how much of this planet I've destroyed. But, you know, do the right thing, guys, and hold your heads up high. And don't forget what you've achieved. Okay.